Chris McDaniel with Southern Charm Pools. I'm here with Wes from All About Pools, our local Pentair warranty station, and we're going to go over a couple things with you guys to show you what to do to get ready for this freeze coming up later on this week. We're going to show you how to make sure your freeze protection motor is on and working, which should take care of 99% of what we could have to deal with here. We're also going to go over what to do with in the case that we lose power and that stays off for some time. So here we go.
All Pentair automation systems have a built-in freeze guard. With the Easy Touch, we can come in to the main system outside, hit menu, arrow down until you find settings, arrow right, arrow down until you find circuit functions, arrow right. First of all, by default, this system automatically recognizes the spa as a master spa, on with the freeze. Master pool, on with the freeze. This particular setup has a secondary pump, which is our water feature pump, and it is under the digital circuits of functions. Water feature, it's a generic circuit, but it is scheduled to come on with the freeze. Arrow back out of that. Right now, the outside air temperature is 45 degrees. Very easy for a homeowner to check their own freeze protection. Down below each service panel, there is a probe, a sensor, which is our air temp sensor, right here in my hand. What you can do is you can pull it out, take a cup of ice, and actually force it down into the cup of ice. If we watch our air temperature here, it's going to start coming down. It may take a few seconds, but it will start coming down. The freeze protections on Pentair systems are programmed automatically to interrupt any programming or schedules at about 34 to 36 degrees. At that point in time, the system will lock you out. On your service controllers, outside, or your inside controller, or your app, you will receive freeze protection or freeze mode. Already we're down to 43 degrees. While we're waiting for this to come down, also make a mental note, sometimes depending on the exposure of the equipment, if it is on a northern exposure, especially in the wintertime, obviously the northern side of the house is going to be colder than the southern side of the house due to sun exposure. In that case, on that side of the house, it may be colder than the outside temperature, so the freeze guard may kick on abnormally. At this point in time, it just engaged at 35 degrees. On the far right-hand side, next to the air temperature, you will see the letters FRZ, which means it is in freeze protection. At that point in time, the pumps will come on. They will run through the temperatures. It will automatically rotate between pool and spa to keep the water flow from moving. Once temperatures have resumed above the 35 mark, system will engage normal operations.
All right, here again with Wes with All About Pools, our local Pentair warranty station. And we're going to go over real quick what to do in the case that the freeze mode has come on, but we've lost power as well. This has happened in the past. And typically that's where we see the most damage with this pool equipment is when the power goes out for any length of time. So if that happens, here's what you do.
February 21 was a nightmare for the pool industry in Southeast Texas due to the power outage that we did not expect.
Okay.
And for some situations, all situations, the freeze guard will kick in on your systems. In the event we lose power, and we're going to lose power for an extended period of time, the steps we're going to take to help prevent any major damage to our equipment, first of all, come outside, open your panel up, and we are going to kill power to the whole system. All breakers, everything off. At that point in time, we're going to start opening up the system and allowing air into the system. We are going to remove our pump lids. Turn them upside down, set them to the side. Identical to this one. All pumps, IntelliFlows, Challengers, etc. have drain plugs on them. There's two of them. One in the front of the pump, unthread it counterclockwise. Put it in a Ziploc bag. Identical to the same one. This pump will do the same thing. Lid off, upside down, remove your drain plugs, put them in a Ziploc bag. Your air relief. Most people open it up to bleed air. If you continue to thread it, unthread it, the whole apparatus will come out. Put it in a Ziploc bag. We also have a drain plug in the bottom of our filter. Sometimes you may have to use channel locks to get in here, but unthread it counterclockwise. Put it in a Ziploc bag. We've also got another drain plug on the bottom left-hand corner of our header. Same thing, remove it, put it in a Ziploc bag. Last but not least, we are going to remove our chlorinator lid. Same thing, just set it down on the side. Once power is reestablished, we're going to reverse the process. Put all of our drain plugs back in, put our air relief back in, put all of our lids back on, our drain plugs back on. At that point in time, you're going to re-prime the system. Sometimes, depending on how long it's been down, you may have to add a bucket of water back to the system. At that point in time, we're going to re-engage all power. Come on. I will automatically come out and put it in service. It's automatically going to default back to auto when you re-engage power.